welcome back to another movie review. I have been very busy going to the theater this past week. I have seen 3 features, all of which I have a lot to say about. We're gonna start with Saving Mr. Banks, which was actually probably the best one that I saw of the entire week. It stars Emma Thompson as author P.L. Travers and Tom Hanks as Walt Disney. Now, I'm gonna say something unpopular. I've never seen Mary Poppins. So I'm gonna say something even more unpopular. I don't like Disney movies. So I was a little hesitant about going in to see Saving Mr. Banks, which is the backstory of how Mary Poppins went from book to movie. Without having seen Mary Poppins, I was kind of missing out a little bit on the context, and not being a fan of Disney movies, going to see a picture based on the making of a Disney movie seemed like it might be a little bit of a stretch for my entertainment. But I was incredibly wrong. I really enjoy movies that don't follow such a chronology and such a specific plot structure. This one was told through the series of flashbacks, through little vignettes. I really enjoyed that, and it gave a fresh look on what could have just been a this happened next, this happened next kind of story. Not a ton of action, a lot of dialogue, a lot of, story and exposition, and it's one of those movies that pulls that off really well. It was a part of someone's history. It was based on real events. It was based on a person's life, and regardless of how many creative liberties they took while making the movie, it felt like it was a much more heartfelt and personal connection. So my whole dislike of Disney's over-the-top imagination, or of stories that I struggle to feel a connection to, I felt a connection with this one. It was a little weird to see sort of the legend of Walt Disney portrayed on screen as a, living, breathing character. I know he was a real person, but people often talk about him as like the man, the myth, the legend. And having a living legend like Tom Hanks play him really seemed accurate to me. I loved Mr. Banks. I would give it a 4 out of 5, actually. And it looks like both critics and other audience members alike agreed with my opinion of the movie. 81% on the tomato meter on RottenTomatoes.com via critics, and 89% approval from audience members. I really don't think you can go wrong with this one. Stay tuned for my review of the next feature that I saw this past week, Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit. Be sure to click on the link.